Oh, spending the day looking for a place to go walking.
So we drove around, and we came back here.
Yeah, to a place that we knew we could go walking here for a weekend. Let's go down that road. Hello, faithful people. I'm Orlene.
I'm Gary, and we are on the roads of faith.
Yeah, you just never know where they're going to take you either. So yeah, we were looking for places to go for a walk, and just someplace in nature, you know. We thought there was a little town called Collinsville, and we thought, well, that'd be a good place. It was right on the water. Looked like a really neat place to go, little town. So we drove there, and historic Collinsville, established in 1857. We were told it used to be an old fishing town, but what you see is kind of what you get. The lake, or body of water, in front of the mountains, at the very end of this street, but you can't get to it because it's private property. And this is pretty much it. So, yeah. So much for being spontaneous. But this is what we're going to show you on the way back, because on the way in I wish I would have been recording this whole valley of these wind turbines. And there's a lot of sheep farms and stuff along the way, so we'll take a look at that on the way back. They do have some very unusual trees here. This little town is called Bird's Landing. There's plenty of trees for them to do that.
Rio Vista or Fairfield?
I want to see the sheep.
Then we'll go this way.
Oh. Look at the birds, my goodness. All those sheep. I never heard them bawl like that before. Yeah. I'm surprised this is January that there'd be so many little ones. There they go. And up the hill. The windmills. We have seen these trees since lots of places in California. Look how smooth that bark is. But first, it sheds all that bark. Can you imagine what a messy tree that must be? And people have them all over in their yards. It's just amazing to me. We've been driving for quite a ways, several miles, and we're still by the wind turbines. They go on for miles and miles and miles. And look at the sheep. More and more sheep. Lots of sheep. Oh my goodness! Must be getting close to lunchtime or something. They're all going the same direction at the same time. I don't even see where they're going. There's no farm up ahead. They must know something we don't know. And here's a whole bunch of beehives. What do they call a bunch of beehives? A colony of bees. So then we drove around to another place, and it was a park, and it had campgrounds and stuff adjacent to it. And we thought, well, that'd be a neat place. So we went there, and we got to the end and found out that there's a day pass. And from what we could see, the only place to really walk around was the campground, and you can't walk around in there unless you are camping there. So, so we just turned around and thought, okay, forget it. We knew about this place because we've seen it before, and we've
Get to hear birds singing.
yeah.
Get to walk streets without cars bothering us.
Yep. I mean, we could walk right in the middle of the street here, just like this.
Great example for your grandkids. If only we had skateboards.
Whoa. That would be cool. We are in California after all. Get a surfboard with wheels on it.
That's a skateboard.
Yeah, I know, but a bigger one.
Ah,
A bigger one.
okay.
A big surfboard, for two of us,
Sure.
with wheels on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tandem. They call it a tandem.
Sounds more lethal.
Sounds like an invention, huh? I should get going on that. Don't anybody steal my idea. Okay. So anyway, we finally found a place to walk. This is a development outside of Rio Vista, California, that at one time there were 8 model homes up there by that, I don't know if you can see it. I've got a lot. That little thing that looks like a lighthouse. And they were selling all these lots. And we counted 22 driveways on each of the 8 blocks. And then there's a whole, I think there's 4 sections like this all total. So if you do the math, a lot of houses. And 2008 came and the bottom fell out and the whole thing was abandoned. All the wiring's here, everything. The lights all come on at night. All the street lights come on at night. But yeah, people use it for giant dog walking parks. And if you want to hear all the songbirds and things like that, it's pretty quiet. There's a road behind us, but it's a dead-end road, and there's only the people that live on it. There's another development closer to town called Trilogy. You can see those windmills that we did earlier today. We were way over on the other side of those. I don't know if you can see in the distance that mountain, that shadow of that mountain is not too far from Collinsville, where we found out that was a dead end. It's been an interesting day. Just looking for a place to walk. There's a vineyard across the highway there. Beautiful today. We know back home, oh gosh, our family is in the deep freeze, in the below 0 digits, and very, very, very cold. And so we're keeping them in our prayers that things warm up pretty soon. Hopefully by the time this is published, they'll be back into warmer weather a little bit more. I'm trying to figure out what that is up ahead of us. Does that look like a dog? But it's not.
No, it's a cone.
It's a cone, okay. It's a cone dog. It's a cone dog.
Cone.
No,
Okay.
I'm going to cut all that out. Anyway,
Yeah.
in the meantime, today was about about mid-50s, I think, for a high. And it's rained the last 2 days, which they badly needed here. So I think things are going to start to green up a little bit. That'll be good. And it obviously wasn't enough because they've been in such a drought, but it was something. And we saw a puddle of water where some birds were really enjoying it. So until later, God bless. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.